We are so excited to have you on today. Thank you so much for being here, and we're just gonna hop right into this thing. How does it feel to be an elite pole vaulter, the best of the best, the cream of the crop?
Dude, it's a very surreal moment. This time last year, at Reno last year, I was in the open section, and I actually ended up winning the open section, which gave me an automatic bid to this weekend. But really, that first meet at the summit was like the meet that kind of set off a breakout year for me last year, and so I'm still like coming to grips with it, and just like being around all these guys that I've watched compete in like invitationals and at NCAAs when I was in college, and seeing all these names and all these guys that I used to be like, wow, how do they go that high? And now I'm right there in the mix with them.
What would your message be to someone who is where you were last year, who wants to be where you are now?
Find whatever drives you as an individual. So someone's motivating factor is going to be completely different than another jumper's. And I just happen to find mine and what really drives me to be the best, and the things that I keep in my mind to keep me going and to never be satisfied, even with a PR. I like to say, always happy, never satisfied, because you never want to settle for just enough. You always want to be fighting for that next bar, to beat that next competitor, and to really be the best. So I would say find that motivating factor that really drives you as an athlete.
So we had questions that were put in from all around the world on social media, all over Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And this question was posed by Mr. Chris Chappell.
Oh,
very ironic.
my boy.
He posted it on
All
Instagram.
right. Love it.
And the question was, how did you get started in pole vaulting?
How did I get started pole vaulting? All right. Well, Chris, the way I got started pole vaulting is I went to the interest meeting for for indoor track and field when I was a freshman in high school, and they were saying, hey, we're gonna add pole vault this year because we have a coach. And I was like, that's the thing that the stick bends and you go, poof. That seems kind of fun. Like, I'll give it a go. I did it for 2 weeks, and I was awful. And I was like, this is stupid. I never want to do this ever again. So I came back my sophomore year after quitting pole vault, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And got out there for a couple practices, and it like got a little bit easier because I got a little bit taller. And I was like, all right, maybe I could stick with this. And it was actually the only event that I was going to go to like my district track meet for. And so I was like, all right, well, I want to go to district, so I'm going to stick with this.
So we have a very special sponsored USPVA question, and the question that has been selected for you is, what portion of the vault was the hardest for you to learn?
Like the top end of the jump, so getting inverted and like kind of the dismount, if you will, has been the hardest part for me to learn. As a larger human being, you know, there's a lot of me to keep track of in the air, and so there's a lot of me to keep tight to that pole up there. So it's something that we've been working on. It's improved little by little, and it's just something for me that's been coming with just a couple years of experience. So
I cannot thank you enough for being here today. Thank you so much for everything you do for the sport and everything you have done and continue to do. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.